Hello and good morning. Today is Thursday, April 18th, 2024, and this is Wes Fryer. I'm here in Charlotte, North Carolina on a beautiful day without a cloud in the sky, and I want to briefly talk in this Wisdom of Wes episode about the importance of having someone who will listen to you and will believe what you say. So, a couple connections to this idea. My wife and I, Shelley, have always enjoyed watching like X-Files and things about the paranormal and UFOs. And, I'm not a big TV person at all. But like when we first started dating, which would have been like in 95, that's when the X-Files was out. Anyway, we like seeing, stuff like that, watching stuff. And so there was some series, and I was trying to find it on Netflix. It's about some different like UFO sightings and things. And there's this one, I think it happened in Zimbabwe, and there was like 60 kids or something like that at this school that, saw a UFO, a flying saucer, and they saw, people or creatures. And anyway, it was this huge event, and a lot of those kids weren't believed. And there was a lot of discussion in the documentary about the trauma that created. Just like not having their family believe them and having, people think they were crazy and not believing them. Well, another connection, I had a recent conversation with someone that was about someone else that was involved in sexual abuse. Actually, it was a rape. And man, it is terrible how prevalent sexual assault is in our society. I have gained over the years, unfortunately. I wish that this didn't happen at all, and I wish I didn't at some level have to know about it. But I've gained some insight into how prevalent this is on different college campuses and in society in general. I think, the Me Too movement, part of this was an encouragement, in that case, especially for women who have been the victims of sexual assault, to be able to talk about that and to not be silenced. And the conversation which I recently had with someone really reminded me of how important it is to have people who trust and will believe and to listen to us, how difficult it can be sometimes to be willing to say something that is controversial or that is not comfortable, that you risk other people not believing you, and how important it is to have someone to listen to you, to believe you, to hear you, and to see you, and to validate what you're saying, and to not ignore you or tell you that didn't happen, or tell you you can never talk about that. There's all kinds of layers to this. So my thought for today is, perhaps we can have our eyes open this day for people that need someone to listen to them, need someone to be able to believe them and see them and hear them. Like, that is so, so important. We don't need 100 people that do that. In fact, you're not going to talk about really personal, sensitive things with, a big audience, with a big group. But not being isolated and alone, having someone that you can trust, being able to share that experience, especially when it involves trauma, man, that is super, super important. And people who have gone through different kinds of trauma can sometimes be used as helpful counselors, and not even just counselors, but friends, and just an empathetic and listening ear, That's important. That can really, really make a positive difference. And communication like that flows both ways for the person who's sharing and the person who is receiving and listening. It's so, so important. So let's try to be those people in the lives of others around us this day. Have a great day.